Hi, I'm Rory Ray, and I want to help you heal your heartbreak. I remember heartbreak. I remember it well, over and over and over and over again. I don't know how I managed to fall so deeply for so many men and then feel so horrible when it ended, but I did. And maybe you've been through that, or maybe this is the one guy you counted on. And all I know is that it hurts. It really, really, really hurts. So the first step is to feel it. Don't let anybody talk you out of it. I want you to feel it in public if you need to. Feel the pain, feel the loneliness, feel the heartache. It's really rough, yeah? And then the second step then is going to be, I'm going to think about me and what I want, and not anything about him or what he did or what he said or how great he was or how awful he was. None of that counts. Take it all back and focus on you. And not just on your thoughts and the good and the bad and oh my goodness and oh the feeling in your head, but focus on what you want. So it would go, oh, I'm feeling so sad and I just feel crushed and I'm curled up on the floor. And what I really want is, just focus on that. Forget about affirmations and all that. You know, I don't go for that much. What you want, okay? And then the third step is going to be, well, you just got to commit to yourself. We're talking 100% commit to you, not to an event, or a situation, or a man, or anything. Commit to you. And this means commit to you and getting what you want, right? You are absolutely deserving of what you want, and you can have it. But you just got to commit to what you want, not to the result, but what you want. And that's what we're going to be talking about a lot. So let's put together a plan. And not in a masculine energy orderly way, but in a feminine energy way where you can feel your way into it. So let's start with how to feel your feelings. It hurts. You want to get away from it. That is our instinct. Well, don't get away from it. Go into it. Collapse on the floor, curl up into a ball, cry. Just sink into it, feel it. I guarantee after a while you'll just get bored. You'll get hungry, you'll notice a dust ball and you want to clean it. Something will come up in a feminine energy way that takes you out of that pit. And maybe you won't want to go back into it again, or maybe you'll go back into it and it just won't feel that intense anymore. Just go in, drop in, let yourself feel it. This is the secret to everything, and it's actually the secret to healing in general. Sink into it. Don't fight the feeling of it. You'll find you have so much more energy to actually overcome what's going on by going into a new and different direction, which is the third part of the plan. Okay, so second part is not thinking about him, thinking about you. The way you do this is come up with what you like. And it is so strange, but my whole life, I didn't even know what I liked. I really didn't know. I once wrote a play about it, in fact, with myself as the heroine. And I really tried, and it upset me that I didn't really know what I liked. I was kind of always looking to follow a guy. Well, I bet you're not that way, but you might have a lot of those qualities or not be quite sure where you stand or want to stand up for small things like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want this. Think of the big ones. I want to be loved. I want to feel loved. I want to feel secure. I want to feel relaxed. I want to feel soft. I want to feel like I can just surrender to love around this man. Then you'll pull in a man who will give you that. When we start focusing on a specific man, just because there are feelings and chemistry attached to him, that's when we get into trouble. So before we start anything with a guy, you got to find out what kind of food you like, what kind of eggs you like, what flavor ice cream you like, what art you like, what colors you like, what smells you like, what fabrics you like, what movies you like. Make lists. And if you can do things, what do you like to do? Do you like to throw things? Do you like to play tennis or sports? Or do you like going to museums? What can you do right now? And what do you like? What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel great? Make that list and go ahead and leave it in the comments. Sometimes just writing it in the comments or speaking it into your phone so that it goes into the comments, that can, keep it all flowing for you. Go ahead, write it out. I will answer you. And then the third one about committing yourself, you have to do it differently. You got to date differently. You got to be with guys differently. You got to be with yourself differently. So after you do the first 2 steps, the third one gets much easier. You start to want to practice with my circular dating, that whole concept. You want to practice being in your feelings around a man rather than try to catch the man. When we try to get the man, that's when we go into masculine energy and things get all messed up, right? So if you could just follow your feelings and start to know what they are and be aware of the patterns that they show up in, that gets you into a great dating place. All of a sudden you feel better, you feel more relaxed. You will be able to catch what's going on with the man. Okay, so start with that and let me know how you're doing. Oh, I remember heartbreak so much, and I want you to have what I have instead. A forever kind of person you can really count on to always love you. You deserve that, and you can have that. Go ahead and leave me a comment. If you subscribe to these videos, you'll know when the next one comes up. And, get my newsletters. Just follow the link down below, and you'll get tons of tools every single newsletter. Feel better.